Well, good morning, Sunshine. What's going on today?
Good morning. We have a pipe discharging something up on this plant. We have to go up and check it out, see what it's doing.
Well, when's the last time they had any maintenance done on this roof? Never?
Longer than never.
Well, that's job security for us, so let's go up and see what's going on. Whoa, 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 whoa. You're kind of going overboard with that stuff, aren't you?
Preventative maintenance.
Some things just aren't worth maintaining.
Per Christian, the maintenance guy, he said this is definitely machine oil coming out of this stack. So I'm afraid that it's already compromised from the machine oil. So I say, let's just cut it out. What do you think?
Yeah, because I don't think there's no way to clean that. I think it's gonna be just as fast, not faster. Cut that out, put a new boot on. Now, how much we're gonna have to clean, I don't know. I think let's cut it out and see what happens as we start cleaning. We might have to go bigger, I don't know.
Perfect. All right, let's cut it out and see what we got. All right, let me grab some rags and I'll start here somewhere.
I'm just using a rag, get rid of some of this excess oil before I start cutting this out, get some of this mess out of my way. Okay, I gotta take this band clamp off first. Well, that wasn't on there very well. All right, so I'm just gonna cut around the edge of this patch.
I'm going to start cleaning downstream from you and see what comes up. All right, Wally, while I was cleaning this up, look how the oil is starting to degrade the TPO. Can you see it here?
Yeah, it's a good thing we caught that early.
We did, yeah. And it's coming out to about here. I think we're good from here on. I think we can just take some cleaner after we get this done and clean all this up. But this is why you want to do maintenance every year or twice a year, whatever your maintenance plan is to find things like this, alert people and replace it, stop it, put a sandbox down, whatever you have to do. But we need to take care of this. This could be really bad if that happened to run out for, who knows how long.
Okay, so they actually have fasteners in here around this pipe. So I'm gonna pull these fasteners out so I can lift this patch, this target patch off here, and we can start installing our new one. Right off. So here's what we're gonna have to start concentrating on cleaning up and do our patch. So I'm gonna help Dave clean here real quick. So we're gonna have a T-joint area down probably here and here when we make our patch. So I wanna make sure that area gets clean because T-joints are notorious leakers. So I'm gonna use a probe best I can. And I wanna make sure this area is clean right here. There's no shortcut to cleaning. All right, so now we're gonna have to come in with our GAF Everguard cleaner. And this is gonna have to be brought back to factory white. It's gotta be white before we can weld to it. Okay, so I'm gonna cut my patch. I'm gonna make it about 40 by, let's call that 34. That's how big my patch is gonna be. Okay, so we've got everything clean. I got the patch already cut. We got the bottom side of this clean. So now we're gonna lay this in place. Right over top of this, make sure we're all in our cleaned up area. We're good to go.
That's good. All of our penetrations per specification needs base attachment, no matter the system. Minimum 4 per curb, 4 per pipe, 4 per penetration, or 12 inches on center. So we have a small pipe here. We're just going to put 4 fasteners in.
Something to remember when you start welding older membrane like this that's contaminated, you're going to have to take your time with it. You don't want to rush this because if you get another leak, now I got to put another patch on it. So again, I'm welding on, I'm probably down to about 6 on my handgun. Typically, if I was doing new membrane, I might be on 7 or 8, but this is weathered membrane. We have to do some serious cleaning on here, so I'm gonna take my time with this. I'm still doing a 2-pass weld. See, I have a T-joint area coming up here. I wanna make sure I pay a special attention to this T-joint area, which I'm still gonna put a T-joint patch there, but it's gonna be easier for me now.
This is our pipe boot. You'll notice it's got a wide flange on this. The nice thing about a wide flange, if we're doing a 6-inch pipe, the fasteners will encroach out here. The weld is out here. Now we don't need a target, so we're saving the contractor a step. Wide flange saves you a step. 1 inch, I'm gonna cut this off right here. I'm gonna cut it a little high. Better to cut too high and make another cut than cut too low. hopefully. Perfect. Wally, you want to come in here and weld this?
What I want to do first before you do that is pull that up, please.
Okay. What are you going to do?
What do we got to have behind that, Dave?
Got to have water block or our Flex Seal.
So rather than me try to force that tube down in here, I'm going to lay a little caulk
Okay.
on the back side of this.
All right.
It's less messy.
Nice.
So now we're going to weld this down.
Okay.
Now, when we're welding these, we only tell you 1.5 inches, okay? My advice, this is what I do, good, bad, or indifferent, I'm gonna weld this whole thing down. To me, it's kind of belt and suspenders. If for some reason I were to get a little void in there, if this thing is welded down solid, it's harder for the water to get back where the hole is. And I kind of break it in 4 sections. To me, that's the easiest way to do it. Do you have to do it that way? No, I'm just showing you my way. Again, I'm gonna turn my gun down to about 4, 5, and I kind of break it into 4 quadrants or areas. So I'm gonna weld out here. I'm gonna do this area. Over here. And over here. If you start welding one area of these, and you work your way all around, if you get a little bitty wrinkle, and a little bitty wrinkle when you start here, will be that big by the time you get around. So you're almost chasing that wrinkle. To me, I got a smaller area. If I do get a wrinkle, I got a smaller area, it's easier to work out. Okay, that's all welded. See, it didn't take me that much longer to weld the whole thing down and break it into sections. Now I got 2 areas I gotta put T-joint patches on. Do you know if this is 45 mil, Dave?
I don't know that.
So our specification is anything 60 mil and above, we require T-joint patches. We're not sure of the millage. I'm just gonna put them on. It's kind of, better be safe than sorry. Make sure that's a little clean again. Always start at the hard part first, which is right where I'm gonna start. Right along this T area. Remember when you're hand welding, always try and keep your roller flat. This is the only time I ever turn my roller on edge because I want to make sure I get these T areas welded correctly.
What we're doing is we're putting a band clamp on this to do the top edge termination. Our Flex Seal caulk grade. This is your final step. Nice heavy bead of caulk around the top. Move that out a little bit. We are done. Now, the last step in finishing our detail is to probe and add the EverGuard cut edge sealant to all cut reinforced membrane. So we're putting it on the membrane that has a scrim. Okay, we have reflashed the pipe where the oil was coming out onto the roof. We've added this extension, and now what we're going to do, because we do have oil coming out on the roof, we're going to put a sacrificial sheet of TPO down and then a sandbox over the top. This is a sacrificial sheet, just another sheet of TPO. This is the sandbox. Sandbox is approximately 2 by 2, maybe 8 inches, 10 inches deep. What we're going to do now is we're going to put 2, 3 bags of sand in it, fill it up to a third, maybe a half up the sides of this box. This will catch all of the oil coming out of the machine downstairs. Let's do one more bag there, Wally. And what we'll have is a maintenance item. We're going to come back in probably 3 months or so and check this. What we have done now is alleviated the problem by putting a sandbox and sand in it. Now the next step is going down and talking to the building owner, telling him we need a maintenance agreement for this.
So we gotta get all this stuff down and go talk to the building owner?
Yeah.
Man, I got an appointment. Give my business card. I'll catch you later.
Wally, we're back here for our 3-month maintenance check. The building owner called me last week and said that this has been, are you ready for this, rectified, the problem? So they're going to pull this out. They're going to do away with all this. Since we went ahead and fixed the problem before, we have the sacrificial sheet in here. They can take it all away.
I thought that was your weld.
No, that's not my weld. That's
okay.
Remember, that's that sacrificial sheet. So they're going to take care of all this.
So that's done.
We're done. We're
Wash
good.
your hands.
Yep.
Done? Okay.
Okay.
Cool.